What's up, Samurai? We are back again for more Veloren, and you might have noticed I'm kind of decked out. So, me and my buddy Dank Val, we were continually harvesting the boss here, the Minotaur. We fought him a couple more times. It was a lot easier with two people, definitely easier to manage. I did end up getting the shoulders to drop for my dragon scale set. But the other pieces I was missing was the spurs and the gloves. Now, one thing that did happen though is I kept getting like duplicates of like the shoulder pads and other items in the dragon scale set. So what I did was I managed to get just enough that I was able to use the salvaging bench. And by the way, if you don't know how this works, you basically interact with it. And then any item I double click at this point in time, it'll destroy for the raw resource. So if I hover over the sun silk, it'll just give me a sun silk back, which I don't want to do because the sun silk armor costs phoenix feathers, which are insane to gather. But long story short, I was able to salvage just enough to get enough dragon scales in order to end up making the entire full set of our armor. So that's pretty cool. We're finally there. I also got this staff from Val. This was just a hand-me-down that he had just because it was, you know, it was just an hour drop from the Minotaur because he's been farming it like crazy. I also have a couple of Orcalium items. The only reason I'm equipping both of these is I'm assuming that I might gain XP for my sword and my hammer at the same time. I don't know, maybe. But otherwise, we do have something pretty crazy going on right now. So if I look at the staff stuff, you'll notice that we can actually make ourselves a staff shaft that's going to be legendary. So I have 5 Eldwood logs that I would then put into this slot. And then if I ended up putting the animal part, the long tusk, into this slot, essentially the long tusk is going to make it so that this is a crit chance weapon. So you can see that it'll end up having 20% crit chance, but only 16 power. The speed's not particularly good. Okay, whatever. But basically I would make this one piece, right? And then what we would do is we would make the Pyro Core. So the light Pyro Core is the one that gives us an additional crit chance percentage. And I can afford all of this. As you can see, I've already got a light core. I'm already ready to go. But I was thinking that instead, I'd just buy the Leviathan, the strongest staff currently in the game, for 100,000 off of Nekti. There goes all my gold. But now we basically have the strongest staff in the game. It's got a lot of crit chance. As you can see, it's not like 100% better than the current staff that I'm using, but it does have the effect power up. It's got a lot more damage. It's a lot slower, a lot less range. But it does have the buff strength and so on and so forth. Really going to be a very powerful weapon. The reason why I'm buying it off Nekti is because, unfortunately, the only place that we can't really handle right now is this 5-star. So that is the Mind Flayer. That is the current strongest boss in the game because of his mechanics where he like teleports around and stuff. So you can't really cheese him like you do the other bosses. Maybe one day we'll end up fighting him, but for the most part, he's just so absurdly powerful that I can't really kill him, and thus I can't farm him, and so I can't get my hands on this staff legit. Now, the other thing too is that this beautiful cultist purple set of armor and weapons is also dropped off of him. I think that enemies in the dungeon, like they're cultists as well, and I think that they can drop it, but yeah, so now I got my work cut out for me. I gotta try and grind up my resources so that we can get some more gold. So I think I'm gonna slowly head out towards this 2-star so that we can go caving again. But in the meantime, I did want to grab the hammer and axe in the skill tree. I think I'm also gonna start getting some of our health because, frankly speaking, we're needing it pretty badly. But now that we have all of the skill trees, it means that we can slowly grind this up. It's not going to be grinding up very well, but hey, at least it's there. Fire staff, we do have some more points as well, so I can again increase the fire radius of my base attack, or I can increase the throw potential of this main spell, which would be pretty funny. Let's get those two. And now we can finally start working on the stupid flamethrower ability. So I think I'll get the extra damage, the extra range to it, and then we'll work on the rest of those later. But either way, now we're actually like way stronger. We've ramped up like crazy since the last episode. Just the fact that we've got the armor maxed out, and I mean, we're looking pretty beefy. The funny thing is that as far as I can tell, this set is primarily used for a bow. The problem is that I do actually have a legendary bow that, again, Val handed me. But unfortunately, you can see it doesn't really have high crit chance. And this is the crit armor. My only minor complaint with it visually is that the cape doesn't really fit the rest of it. Like, it's not subtle enough, you know? The cape just kind of stands out like a sore thumb. But I'm really, really happy that we were able to finally afford this staff. Because, you know, basically, if you've seen Necti, he's always chilling. And he's got like his Mr. White is his alt account that he always has is in Abamor, and he sells like endgame stuff while grinding it on like his main character. And it's just, that's the dream, that I could get there at one point and be that god tier. We're slowly getting there, but we're not really there yet. Most of all because I want to be able to trade stuff to people, but I also want to be able to like give people things as well. Like eventually we could do giveaway stuff. Maybe just with Garbo legendaries rather than like the actual rare ones. That is a very slow cast time. So I'm trying to test out, I want to see how much damage we do. But unfortunately, we're dealing so much damage to these enemies that it's not really showing the damage. Okay. We are, yeah, we're doing significantly more damage. That's 16 at a base value. Ooh. Okay, I'd always heard that's why people farm the NPCs. I just never really farmed them. Like, apparently they actually dropped some considerable stuff, the travelers. So definitely worth going for them. Can I one-shot these guys now? Kind of. It seems like my first fireball connected and then the fire effect continued after. So maybe that's the point of this staff, is because the buff or debuff effect of the staff is going to be the flamethrower. Maybe that's like considerably stronger right now, you know? But I kind of need a test subject. Like, I've been fighting... What are you? What weapon is that guy using? Oh, he's ranged. What about you? He's ranged as well. You know what? Maybe I'll be able to kill him. I am dealing significant damage to him. Oh my god. Look at that fat crit. Whoa. Also, 5k. Okay. That was an insane crit. That's the highest I've ever hit. Okay, let's get this guy in the water over here. So he's busy fighting the croc. So we can kind of take advantage of that. He is using a life staff as well, which means that all I gotta do is like just side strafe him, and that'll actually handle him quite well. I do have to be careful though, because he'll probably destroy my face if he like got up in my grill. But thankfully my knockback is just so insane. Okay, maybe it's not. You can spam all your pots and spam all your food you want, buddy, but you're going down. Oh, garbage. All right, well, at least I'm finally strong enough to be able to handle NPCs. Like, obviously they still hurt me a lot, and you gotta be really careful which ones you take on. But that's a big deal for me, because it means that I can end up finally like grinding some of the currency. So this is a $3,000 staff, so that means I can get this. And then what should I also get on the side? I like getting like other items just to equal out the full value, but you know what? I don't really care. I'll just do this. And then you know what? I'm sorry, man. Oh, he's a melee merchant. Okay, so we're good. Okay, maybe not. Okay, let's get him in the water then. I'm not used to how slow this staff attacks, but the damage is unquestionable. Like, man alive, dude. Okay, so yeah, that's a really good damage check. Now we know that we can handle these guys like pretty easily. Yeah, the only problem is my potions are a little bit low, unfortunately. Like, they just heal so much that I'm just always using them, and I get them from dungeons, but I'm not really getting I'm not getting more of them than I'm spending, you know what I mean? So we still gotta be careful with which NPCs we do take on, but at the least, now we can do the meta and actually farm them. I don't know if that's actually like a full meta thing or anything, but it'll just significantly increase our resources and stuff. The only trick is that I need to get my hands on some sort of a life, use my life staff. So I also want to see, I want to keep track of my sword, and I want to see if I'm leveling that up. Or more specifically, how much we're leveling it up by killing random mobs, because it might be that the XP splits across all of the different weapons that you have equipped. I could be mistaken in that regard. Okay, this guy's he's experienced, so I might not be able to handle him, but I'm gonna try anyway. He does have life staff, so just gotta be very cautious. See, the problem is these guys have like a lot of they have a lot of pots that they use, which can be really devastating. Okay, there we go. So he seems like he only used one pot, thankfully, and now he's just trying to eat out, but he's not going to be able to do that. Not really worth it. But did we get the XP? I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, yeah, so I did notice we did get XP. I checked the recording and it seemed like it was going up. What about my hammer? Hammer is actually going up. I don't know if we're getting, like, again, I don't know if we're getting as much XP because I have the dual wielding. My point is that we can possibly end up leveling 2 weapons up at a time. Possibly. Because swords are basically like, swords are the only skill tree that's like super fleshed out at the moment. Like if we open up this menu, you can see sword has like all these different stances and everything. Apparently magic's going to end up getting an overhaul as well. But I don't know when that's going to happen, and I most certainly don't know whether or not it's coming anytime soon, you know? Okay, this guy's got like 4K or 2.5K, but you know what? Is there anybody else around? Okay. Let's tag him. Let's launch him. And then, thankfully, if I just keep strafing to the left, he doesn't seem to be able to handle it. There we go. All right, give me that garbage. Apparently that's all he had was just trash. They do hurt so much though, like seriously. Can I one-shot a zebra? I can. Ooh, I wasn't able to do that before. Okay, that's good, because that means that... Can I do it with my base attack? No, I cannot, but still very, very nice. Very, very nice. That means like XP farming is just going to be a lot easier with random mobs and stuff. Like our damage is pretty adequate. I like that. Oh, there's a freaking antelope. Get over here, dude. I need your speed. I wonder whether or not I could take on like towns. Like lots of towns. Hey, come here. There we go. And then... Well, I was able to kill almost everything. So that's kind of nice. Almost. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Dude, I can get like so much more XP now. It's great. That's a game changer for me, man. Like having this much actual damage for once. Okay, this guy is a melee fighter. So we should be able to handle him. Okay. I didn't know he would be that much of a joke. Where did his drop go? I flung it over here, but I lost track of it. I don't know. Oh no, my antelope is over there trying to fight the other antelope. Wait, was that his item? Oh, leather strips, big deal. Hi-ya! All right, come here. Come here, you're my mount, you idiot. Thank you. Tally ho. This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Ow. Okay, he's got a much faster staff than me, but it's okay because my MLG skills are better than his. Yeah, that's right. Idiot. I wish that they would drop their, I wish they'd drop their money. Merchants don't seem to be like, honestly, I don't know why people are killing merchants so much. Like, unless they have like a rare drop or something, so far, there has been no reason to kill them. Like, it's just travelers, sure. But the merchants themselves, they've, so far they have not served purposes. Like, so far killing them hasn't really done anything. Antelope, come back. You're my mount. I own you. Get back here. God, they're so stupid. Ugh. No, get back. Oh my. I hate how dumb they are, dude. So it seems we can one-shot, like even with our base attack. It just, we have to get lucky with it. I don't know why the antelope is trying to like fight something in the distance. I'm just most of all trying to make it to this town. Oh, hey, there's another guy. Hey, bro. Oh, that's a guard. That's, he might be bad news. Guards are way stronger. Yeah, okay, no, screw it. He's also got, like, perfect aim, apparently, so let's just get out of here. If my stupid mount wasn't, like, constantly running away from me, maybe then I could actually get out of here safely. But no! Get over here. Get over here. There, you stupid. Like, God, it's so annoying. Like, as far as I can tell, the game's trying to have the mount in front of you so that you always, like, see it, but he stays out of your face, which makes him really annoying. Is that a phoenix? That looks pretty cool. Anyways, annoying. Okay, now the trick is that unfortunately I don't have many items worth selling right now. That's kind of why I'm, like, heading over here, because I'm gonna start going into the mines. That we showed in another video already, because I really need the I just need gold right now. Like, that's the one thing I'm struggling with. Oh, I can sell the light core now. Yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna need that, so I can actually sell a lot of this stuff. Give me that money. Now that, I would say, was a pretty good haul, because we basically went from 0 money because I spent it all on this staff today. Like, I was just at 100k, and now we're already back up to 16, 17k. So it's getting there. But yeah, this most of all is just the beginning of the end game grind, I think. Just because we basically are going, like, now we're able to handle, like, a lot more just because our raw damage is up. You know what I mean? One last thing I wanted to mention in today's video before I get to grinding some stuff off camera is how did I end up getting most of that money? Well, lots of you guys keep asking, and basically it's just through trading. There's a lot of resources that you can just sell to merchants right away, really easily, like whether it be stones, you know, shiny rocks, or just silk and stuff like that. But the main thing that ended up getting me so much gold was that I killed a pirate over in the jungle region, and it ended up dropping a crown. So I'll insert some footage. This is what the crown looked like. It's not the same crown that I'm rocking right now. It's like a full-on king's crown, and it's most of all just the vanity of it, right? Like, it's a really rare drop, and thus it's quite expensive. So coincidentally, I sold that to Nekti for 40k. He offered me for it. Which means he probably sells it at a profit, but whatever, that's perfectly fine. And that helped me get to that 100k that we ended up using today, so that we could buy the staff, because I otherwise already had like maybe 50, 60k just all on its own, just from slowly grinding and selling resources and gear and stuff. The other thing too is that a lot of blue gear and just blue resources, I'd say, is kind of the maximum that you can sell to a merchant, because as soon as you get into the purples and the legendaries, they just skyrocket in price. The merchants are saying that they'll buy them for like 15k. No player in their right mind would. And so what I try to do to compensate that is I'll buy like all of their most valuable items, including all of their gold, so that I can then end up at least not wasting all of that extra gold overhead, and then I can trade those over, you know, the overburdened items to another merchant, so that at least we're still slowly making a little bit of an extra profit. And blue gear, incidentally, is from, you know, 2-star dungeons and stuff like that. So just letting you guys know, I just wanted to put that out there. I still got a lot more grinding to do, and I hope you ended up enjoying today's video. Smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want to support the channel. And have a great day. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.